Shit, I'm just asking him a couple questions and shit. Alright, boom. Here, you get it. Okay, boom. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Flip Thought Show. It's your host with the most, King Truth, host Burger, Betty Bowl, the want the word, the want the flow, and we coming at you live at 5:59, man. It's gonna be a little quick little interview, asking a couple questions, chopping it up. We talking about a couple of different things, man. Go ahead, introduce yourself, bro.
Hey, yeah, man. My name is Adrian Everett. Chopping up here with my son-in-law. We finna spit about some things. Maybe it might be interesting. We'll find out.
All right, so go ahead and tell us a little bit about how you knew the Knights and a couple stories that you have with the Knights.
Well, I don't know if there really no stories. I knew the brother Marion Knight. They call him Suge Knight right now, and I knew his. I think they were his cousins, Ronald and Donald Knight. And they were. I went to Linwood High at the same time they did. They were all on the football team. We thought they were brothers, but in actuality they were cousins. And I know them personally because Ronald and Donald's Knight little sister has a child with one of my best friends, and we have a long history together. Go back, they used to live with us and all kind of stuff like that. But as far as that goes, I don't know the background of Suge Knight. I never knew that he went to UNLV and all this stuff. I found that out later. But I did go to school with him, and I did know him from years before that when we were all younger and when it was all a big thing, the Looters Park mob. It's all different now. Everybody's having problems, I don't know about much of that because I haven't lived there in a long time, but I do know him personally, I know his niece personally, and I know Ronald Donald personally.
Okay. And can you tell us about a couple of different people that, like, when you were doing time, that you bumped into a couple of different celebrities while you were doing time?
Okay, well, I didn't bump into too many. I maybe one time a while back I was in the county jail with the white guy. He's an actor. I think it's Richard Gere or something like that.
Oh, okay.
There were other people who were in institutions at the same time I was, but I did not bump heads with them. I heard that there was Rick James. Oh, I was in I was incarcerated with the guy Tracy Davis up out of Long Beach, and when I was in San Luis Obispo CMC, yeah, he was in there. He worked in the kitchen and stuff like that.
Okay.
I didn't hang out with him because me and him were from two different kind of things. Yeah, but he was a cool guy. He worked in the kitchen at CMC for a while.
Okay. Didn't you was it true that you said that Suge was putting money on all the homies' books when you was down one
this
time?
was a long time ago. This was like in the 90s. I was in LA County Jail, and apparently he had got picked up for some kind of something in Barstow, California, some kind of traffic case or whatever, but he had violated his parole or whatever by that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he came to West Valley, and then the next morning, he came to LA County, and the next morning he was going to Chino. And everyone who was in the blood module was like 4,400. He put an extra $50 on each of those people's books. So whatever you did already have, you had extra 50. He put this on like, there had to be some thousands because he put it on like 200 some people's books. That's what I will say.
Okay. Let's see. So basically, not too many other people you ran across different times, like that are now.
He was in
It's muted. This shit. Which person from Friday?
Okay, when his father told him to retrieve his bike from Devo. And he went down there and come on, and he socked him, and now you
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah.
Okay, that guy, I was in well, if he's watching this, I was in Camp Barley Flats in like 1984 with that guy. I guess his name's DJ Pooh right now.
Okay. Yeah,
He started all that.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say that's DJ Pooh. Yeah.
and this is even before Ice Cube and all that came out. But at that time, he was messing with DJs. And what he did, it was a camp called Houghton. It's a wild camp now. Then it was just a city camp, and there were girls there. And he arranged, and we were in juvenile camp, and he arranged where we could have a dance with the girls' camp. The dude DJ Pooh, and he was the DJ there, and they played all kind of songs and stuff, and it was fun. But that was way before Friday and Ice Cube and all that was even thought of. But that was the guy DJ Pooh. Matter of fact, he slept in the same dorm that I did. I forgot what his real name is.
Okay. Not Big Worm. You never ran across Big Worm, the person that played Big Worm.
No, other than from TV and stuff like that. No.
Oh, okay.
Well, the guy Fred Berry rerun. Now I didn't personally know him, but I guess in his downer time, everybody know that he was doing stuff and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
I know him from over there in the Western Los Angeles area. They call it schoolyard, but I know him from over there because he knew my sister. And at that time, they were both to that type of life. That's how I know him.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, at that time, I stayed on 18th Street. That was right around the corner from St. Elmo, which had St. Elmo's Village, which the president of A&M Records used to be over there. Janet Jackson used to be over there. I seen Shaka Khan over there one time. Yeah. On St. It was a thing called St. Elmo Village. Okay. And you go, people would have to figure that out for themselves.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's called St. Elmo's Village. St. Elmo's Village is in West Los Angeles.
Okay. Shit.
Anything else?
I'm trying to think. Shit, anything you want to
add?
Okay,
and I'm there. And it was a strange thing. He was my step uncle, but his name was Bob Simmons. And if anybody knows the name Bob Simmons, he orchestrated one of the first boys' home ever in Compton. Matter of fact, a lot of the guys they're legendary now, like Tookie, King Rat, J-Mel, they were all part of there. And they all remember Bob Simmons. Yeah. He rest in peace now. That was my step uncle though. Yeah. Okay. And this was he died in like the early 80s, like 81 or something like that. Yeah, but he was good friends with my father and stuff. He used to come on. I was calling him Uncle Bob. Yeah.
Okay.
And matter of fact, the name of the place, if they look at it, it's called Bob Simmons Boys Home.
Oh, that's a boys' home. Okay. It's still there, or is it's
no, hell no. Okay. Matter of fact, where it was is a street they call Atlantic Drive right now. There were some apartments like at the beginning when you turned down Atlantic Drive. At this time, way back in like early 70s, that was a complex. And all the dudes, we shoot caroms and stuff in there. I was a little bitty kid because my uncle used to bring me up there. I was like 6 years old. And I used to play caroms, and there were guys like, I don't know for sure if the guy Raymond Washington was there, but I know the guy King Rat, Jack the Ripper, all these guys was in there,
Okay.
And these are guys that the younger guys now, they look at them as like guys, Jack the Ripper, the Compton Cripper. I know all those guys personally.
Okay. What about Big U?
Big, is he from Compton?
He's from 60.
Okay, now I don't. Now the people that I do know from 60 is like G-Man was telling me the guy's his cousin. No, shut up, be quiet. His name is his last name is Clark. What is his first name? No. Coop, but his last name is Clark. What is his first name? No, it's not Michael. It's something else. Anyway, him, Coop. I remember him from 60. I know. I don't know if you know OG Hucklebuck with the cone head.
I remember.
With little dude with cone head, but he was down. His head was shaped like this, and they called him Hucklebuck. him, Kenneth Elliott, they called him Ken Dog. Matter of fact, I was in youth authorities with Ken Bone from Rolling 60s, yeah.
Okay.
And to be honest, other than run-ins we had with like one or two individuals, I never really had any issues with like people from there, people from 9-0, people from 111. I mean, well, right now I'm cool with everybody, but back then, even as a youngster, being into it, like those, I never had any run-ins, but like Hoover, those kind of stuff like that coming off into the I did have run-ins with not those, yeah.
Hey Trey.
No, and
That was cool with A-Trace?
Not cool with them, but I never really I knew personally the guy. Well, I knew both of them, the big one and the little one, Timmy Tucker. And they were,
Football.
No, that was way later. But football knows Big Timmy Tucker, and they were Timmy Tucker.
Cody.
There you go. I was about to ask
I
about
knew
Monster
of
Cody.
Monster Cody. Yeah, I knew of. Okay, I didn't know him
you
personally, but I know of.
okay.
I know about the 60s and
Oh, you met him before?
the 60s and the 30s. Apparently, they shot him like 9 times, and he got all fucked up, because he didn't give a fuck. They had to shoot they had to shoot the hell out of him, and that was a long time ago. But that's one war, because I'm gonna tell you, like,
underground artists that like at that time that are now like up at anybody rapping at that time.
Okay, no.
You met DJ Quick?
This is one that I didn't used to.
Shout out
I
to
didn't
Monster
even
Cody
like
too as
him
well.
that much as a rapper. I didn't think he was all that. But his background is something that people wouldn't believe, and that's like Ice-T. Originally, this dude was really like doing the damn thing before he got discovered. That's how he got discovered. And then he went to wearing all the spikes.
Before Colors or after?
Yeah, way before that.
Okay.
All his cases was like pimping and pandering and robbing.
He
wasn't, doing petty theft. He wasn't doing shit like that. His rap sheet, like right now that brother's like damn near 70. Ice-T, yeah, he cool. And I'm gonna give it up. I'm gonna tell you, if they watching a few rappers that people that were back in the day, they don't really blend in right now. But I'm gonna tell you, Ice Cube, Too Short, Mac Mall, Sibo.
You ran into them before?
None. No, but what I was saying is, like when I hear Ice Cube, all his shit, I know he done made. It doesn't sound like he done fell off. He still sounds like the dude from NWA or when he bust out or whatever. All this shit still sounds Too Short. Back in the day, I used to didn't like all the talk about women and bitches and stuff like that. But what I must say, whoever conducts Too Short's beat from day one, them is some bad motherfuckers. And I like those dudes from up north, the Mechanics, Dan and that guy Keith the Sneak. I like them. They be doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
And what you saying?
Filthy Rich and them.
That's Little
Mozzie
Filthy
and all
Rich.
them. Yeah.
Pooh Hefner, peace out.
I got people that mess with them up in the Bay and shit.
Because Big Filthy Rich is in the feds apparently, and what is it's Snoop Dogg about Death Row. That's a whole nother story. I don't think the podcast is long enough for that. But yeah, that's a whole nother story. Snoop Dogg is, I guess, the president of the new Death Row that's finna come out.
President of Death Row for a little minute now.
Whenever the fuck it comes out, that's probably finna be some of the bombers.
Okay.
Production coming out.
You ain't come across nobody else? No other names? No other rappers?
Let me see.
Rappers, singers, actors, shit. People just.
I don't even know what happened to what's that girl that used to sing "Let Me Be Your Angel," Stacey Lattisaw. I went to Willowbrook at the same time she went there, but I thought she was gonna blow up and be real big, but something happened apparently. I don't know. But no, not with her mother. I was in fire camp, and she was in a woman's fire camp at the same time. We went to a big a campaign out in somewhere damn near up north, and Porter La Cruz and So it was about 2 other women fire camp. They always there. Hey, and we asking the girls, hey, Keisha Cole is mother. I can't remember which fire camp it is, but back then I knew Keisha Cole's mother is in this camp. And they's like, yeah, and it's like, well, where is she? And she's like, that's her, the lady taking in the coffee thing to go get it. And people out, hey, she looked better in person than she did on that BET show when they was telling about her life. She looked better in person in that fire camp than she did then, you know. That's just a heads up.
So that's
she took care of her mother when she came home though.
She took care of her mother and she came home, yeah.
Mm.
Hey, and I don't know for sure, but I heard that give it up for Keisha Cole because she's a real one. That's what I heard. I don't know.
so okay.
Hey, just like everybody got them shirts say "God Milk," she got one say "God Bay," and it's red sweater. She with her shit, you know. It's all good. Okay, go ahead.
Shit. Okay. Nobody else.
Let me see. Hey, you know, so many times, like my nephew, I wish he was here. Like the dude, Easy, like his sister. I mean, his real sister. You know.
Yeah.
A girl that is in love with my nephew that lives in Vegas. Her best friend is Easy's sister. Rest in peace. And you know, a lot of people like to buy. But my nephew, and he knows a lot of people because he still goes out.
How is your daughter doing? She rapping now? Easy daughter.
I see. I don't know, but apparently,
I know.
see, my nephew probably knows about all this shit. You know, his name is James Kelly. You know, he probably be on this podcast one time, and yeah, he knows about all that. He's a real Compton-bound dude. You know, the ways of life. You know, I lived in a lot of areas. You know. But I am homegrown from Compton, you know, Greater Compton, Rosecrans and Atlantic, that area over there, you know. And
what about the Cross Atlantics? You know when they started?
Oh, definitely, yeah. You know, I often say like, you know, I'm not really part of the first ones, you know, because I was unfortunately, I was locked up at that time. But that area was always like legendary Piru niggas that lived over there, and so. When they came out with that thing Cross Atlantic, that was really, they had to name those guys because that's the area of town it was. And unlike other people just coming out, they didn't really have to prove themselves like a lot of other little neighborhoods had to go through a lot of shit. They never did, and still today. And they're clicked up with one of the biggest, you know, the father neighborhoods from over there, Looters Park. And last I heard, you know, is that it's A's and L's. You live in Compton, is it that? A's and L's? Atlantic and Looters, you know, they still click together. You know, I'm an old man now, but even the little ones. As one time,
there's a rapper named Avenue Champ from Cross Atlantic. He's a real one.
I don't know him, but peace out to him. Peace out, little homie. Yeah, I don't know him, but I'm gonna keep because it's one time I went down there, and a lot of these youngsters down there, they know the guy.
He's not really a youngster though. He's like in his 30s. He's about to be like 40.
But I still, you know, but Shitty Mike, he's a G from over there. He's a general from over there.
I got an Asian homie from NHP.
Compton, NHP, or Inglewood.
Inglewood.
You know, Knockout was by
Hey, I know
with Easy before he passed.
Dizzy Rue, Corrupt. Hey, them is females from NHP. Still over there on Enterprise Street in Inglewood. Give it up. Hey, there's NHP in Compton. What I heard, I don't know. I could be saying that the neighborhood that used to be 151, that all of that is the Compton NHP and further than that. Is that true? Have you heard anything like that?
Not recently. They changed the gangs, you know what I'm saying, the hoods, but they're all the same though, same founders and stuff. The same.
Yeah, well, you know, it's just like this, and I'm gonna say on this podcast, you know, just like I tell everybody, I'm no Billy Badass, but all of these people and the stuff. Some people like, you know, they like to hear about, you know, it's legendary. I do know stories, you know, because my brother knows a whole lot of stories. And like I told you, he's your homie. He'll be home in a few months, and he has stories. And that, I mean, I'm serious. You know, I know, but he knows some shit. It's just like, and if people are interested in hearing about it, you know, tune into my boy podcast because we're gonna be spitting on here a whole lot of that.
NWA started off though.
No, okay, I'll give it up to NWA, but that was, keep real, that was way later. I mean, that was after Tookie and all them. Hell yeah, I'm keeping it real. It was way fucking late. I'll keep it real. Any other them brothers that want to have a dispute about it, we can talk about it.
A lot of different areas and stuff like that in Compton. In certain areas, kind of got took over by Rasa essay hoods. Like a lot of people had to switch.
I don't know anything about that. Now I will say this.
Predominantly now, Compton is predominantly Mexican people. To be honest with you.
And see, in the Compton, I know
working Mexican.
See, I don't even know the Compton. I know is the Compton.
Took over the houses. A lot of blacks that lost their houses.
You see, I don't.
And, a lot of Hispanics have.
Well, I had heard that
houses in neighborhoods.
And I heard that. And I'm telling you, I'm not a racial person, but I'm gonna tell you like this.
No, it's not a.
No, I'm just keeping it real. I give it. No, let me say this. I give it up to the neighborhoods that's in Compton, LA, or wherever that still hold their hood, regardless of all this bullshit that's going on. You know, I was surprised. My old neighborhood, apparently, they into it with some. So I don't know, but apparently they still hold their neighborhood. A lot of the Pyrus over there, and they beefing with each other. I don't know about that, but they still hold their neighborhoods. Nutty Block. I mean, apparently they still. But now
Compton Rick Rock. That's a podcaster from Nutty Block.
Compton Rick Rock. I don't know him. He's from Santana Block.
No, he's from Nutty Block.
I don't know him.
He shoots videos. He's a rapper too. But he's been doing YouTube for a minute. That's that. He gave me some tips on this YouTube shit.
For sure. Well, one thing I do know, I don't know that person like personally.
He does battle rap, but he also does a YouTube now podcast.
Okay.
And any G Nutty Block to tell you about this, I used to go to.
Also somebody though that I know who you're talking about from. There's somebody else from Nutty Block that's a battle rapper though. What's his name?
No, I don't know any of that. Them type of. No, I'm talking about a long time ago. The Skate Depot in Cerritos. People from Compton that took it over, and apparently the Nutty Blocks and the Santana Blocks. They started having a lot of their big throwdowns at that place until they shut it, the Skate Depot down for a couple of years, and then they opened it back up. I never knew, but I used to go there. If anybody remembers, every Thursday, I believe, I don't remember. There was 2 nights, but I remember one of them was Thursday. They would have K-Day used to set up their equipment there, and they had a big function. And I remember this. You maybe was a young guy. I remember. Do you remember the twins, Angelo and Angelito? Do you remember when that stuff happened at the Skate Depot? When I told you? Okay. I don't like to talk about things like that because a lot of people get hot about those things, but I know about all of them, and we can, if anybody ever wants to discuss them.
But yeah, Compton Rick Rock, shout out to him though, for sure. He be doing his thing.
Okay, so I don't, and I say I can't say none of them, but just like the brother, the gang, I've heard all kind of stuff, I don't know him personally at all, and I don't know all these rumors at all. But the G Cedar Blocks, I remember we used to go over there because it was a street called Elm Street, Elm and Dwight, and a G nigga from Cedar Block. I guess he rest in peace now. He was a youngster back then. His name was Motor. He was only 16 and he was balling out of control. And he had one of the baddest that lived in our neighborhood. The dude Motor. He rest in peace. Apparently, he's got a younger brother called
Little Motor. Make sure we talk about the same person. I'm gonna pull him up.
Motor, yeah. Motor, it's a few Motors still, but they'll tell you about OG Motor. Yeah. He was balling ever since he was a youngster. And his girl was his female named Denisha, had blue eyes. Her name was Denisha. Yeah. She's from Quasi. Where's Motor? Where's Motor? Sure. Motor, rest in peace. Didn't must be Little Motor. A baby Motor or something. No, OG Motor, rest in peace.
He be doing this shit.
I don't know that dude. That's who you was talking about, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I do? Well, apparently he rest in peace too. Mixed Master Spade, I remember he used to do parties in our neighborhood.
He died on a motorcycle.
Yeah, he died in Moreno Valley. He was living
a motorcycle accident, right?
In Moreno Valley, yeah.
Respect. If you're watching,
I hear he from 6-0, and then Geechee Gotti's from Nutty Block.
Hey, you know who? I was in the cell with her.
It gets better.
That dude look familiar. That's him. He looked
Geechee
like. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something.
This one's a
y'all
good
would
one.
think this
Him
nigga
and
don't know what
Hollow
he's talking
one.
about. originally like battle rapping. That's not originally how it started. It started from these areas and shit.
He was guessing.
They took over Riverside though, but them used to be some bank robbing, treacherous motherfuckers. Homie, I don't give a fuck. That used to be one of their formats to get put on, nigga. You had to rob some shit and have to get your pockets fat. Niggas wasn't finna just be claiming they hood, but that was a long time ago. All them niggas was hitting banks, homie. And then Bird Train and all them niggas moved out here and started.
Hey, that shit be second. It be feeling like days. I done shot up plenty whips from Ford to Chevy. Different whips like some kind of slave. You ever seen what a bullet do when it go through a Tesla? Reminds you when you heat up foil in a microwave. Nigga, I
done. He got killed in Mexico and shit. Moses. He was a baller nigga from 4 Train shit. And he's real tone is real money. My oldest stepdaughter.
So how was it for you growing up in Compton?
How was it for
What's
me?
his name?
Well, when I grew up in Compton, we lived in like Mayberry. You know, we was all single family homes. You know, a mother and a father.
I bet you he know Melly Mel.
Breakfast. I ain't never been without. Never starved with anything. But
Melly Mel was
not Tookie. Who's the other one? It was Tookie and the other person that started the Crips. You did an interview with him too.
Raymond Washington.
Yeah, I could put that on.
He didn't start the Crips. He was like the first person to be international with the Crips, Raymond Washington. But you know that hood that Raymond Washington from is 76 East Coast now, because he used to stay on 79th and Hardin, and that's 76 East Coast. Huh?
You had 2-1 pizza in Elm Street Hood.
The what?
2-1 pizza.
Yeah, hey, I used to go over there on Sloan and shit. I used to know niggas like Slim Dog, Lee Bone. I knew that nigga that shot them niggas from San Diego. It was every known that way. He climbed over on top of the jacket, on top of the McDonald's, and got up there with a gun. And the niggas was coming up Santa Fe, and he shot him. That nigga Lee Bone, I know him and shit. I know Duro, Kirkland, Carlton Bates. Oh, Carlton Bates, you probably could pull up about his background and shit.
No that? Jumper, coolest podcast in the world, and we're back with a very, very important episode today. I got a co-host in the form of Sadie Nash in the building.
I bet you they know my brother.
And across from us, we have 2 absolute OGs. It's undeniable, you can't question it. We got Melvin Farmer and Ayatollah Marv in the building.
He was killing niggas back in the early 70s. When that shit, when you did a hit back then, the motherfuckers knew about you.
Yeah, extremely honored to have you guys in the building. I don't know, maybe we have
know about Big U extorting Shaq.
No, I don't know. I don't even know who Big U is.
Discuss today, but
I know
maybe each of you could give like the 1 or 2 minute version of who you are and what you're known for, because I don't know if we have like obviously there's a ton of information out there. People want to really dig into you guys' life stories, but let's try to get some basic background information out the
way. Melvin Farmer, Los
Angeles. You know who else was a writer from 60s? What's that dude's name? Al Boo. Ali Bob or some shit like that.
So, we work with Credible Messenger. I'm a certified Credible Messenger. I'm a civil rights activist. I'm a former inmate that did over 30-something years in prison and changed my life around. We've been trying to
Any of the G niggas from 60 named Ali Bob or some shit like that. And he's a real one and shit. Hey, but nigga, P.D. Wack was a real one. Hey, do you remember
the internet came out?
Police Chief Bernard Parks
to the community.
Remember his niece, granddaughter, whatever, got killed. Hey, I was in LA County jail with that nigga that did it. His last name was Shabazz. He was from West Boulevard.
Pyro it is.
He's from West. Look, and he had did a murder before that, and he had just got out. He had only been out a few months.
The city of Compton to try to redefine.
She wasn't an innocent bystander. She was banging too, and he meant to get her ass, and he meant to.
Whatever LA do, that's what they do. We in Compton, California, in this 10 square miles.
It wasn't no fucking accident. that
I've
was still
been teamed up
fucked up,
me
but
and
yeah.
Melvin Farmer.
Apparently,
Incredible
she had money,
Love
but she was
that,
cool.
after the
No,
riots,
Red
we
Rum is
started
from the
Youth
hood.
Education Town in the city
No,
of
I'm
Compton.
talking
And I got $1
no, I'm talking
million
about Red
from
Rum, the
Garth
guy,
Brooks
female.
for Bill Compton. I did the first youth
She was
council in
before him.
1970.
She wanted the power rules.
Garth Brooks gave $1 million to Compton.
So that just threw me off.
$1 million to Compton.
How did he even get in touch with Garth Brooks? I wouldn't even think he would know what Compton was.
I did 25 years in prison.
I'm not talking about
I was on
Freddie
the run
Mercury.
in Oklahoma City.
I'm thinking of Freddie
And
Mercury.
I was
Because you know, Red Rum, that's just murder backwards.
Brooks' brother
A lot of people
went to University of Oklahoma.
you've never heard of the
and
rapper
he smoked Sherm.
Yeah.
I met him
No, I haven't.
through that,
Like
and
this,
when
passed away.
I got a relationship.
Hey, you know who I was in jail with?
That
He was well, he was from Texas.
From Avenue,
with their family.
That dude, and he had a silver tooth, Big Lurch. Big Lurch said they killed that girl, Pocahontas. Denver Lanes and ate her liver. I was in Twin Towers with that nigga.
Right.
He big tall nigga got a silver tooth, Big Lurch.
He
He ain't even originally from
Do you think I missed out on anything because I know that?
Oh, serial killer. What about serial killers? You were around any serial killers?
Him, Big Lurch, shit.
Okay.
That's a serial. Well, he ain't a serial killer, but he did some way out shit.
Not nobody else?
Hold on, let me see. No, hey, I was in jail with another dude that turned out to be like a way out rapist and shit. No, Turner. He was the South Side rapist or something. I know Ty. I was in jail with Ty Down from your hood. Yeah. And you know about him, huh? Yeah. But he went to business still. But he gay to the motherfucker. But he went to business. I wonder if I could fuck him up. I don't know. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, cause Ty Down, they get down with your ass. Hey, cause this young nigga, bitch ass nigga, you ain't from my hood. Ain't no fags from nutty nigga. And Ty Down beat his ass. That was a long time ago.
I know Charles Manson or nobody like that.
No, hold on. Let me see. No, not him, but hold on. If you have any of them type of motherfuckers. Let me see. No, hey. No, none of them. But look, we was the different kind of little kids. Yeah, you know what we used to do? Hey, because one time when I lived in Linwood, it was like a man kidnapping and fucking with killing little kids. So all of us at the elementary school, we knew it, and all our parents worked when we got out of school, so they were still at work. So we did it like this. We'd walk home in a big pack, like 20 motherfuckers, and we got all kinds of sticks and shit in our hand. And whenever you get to the corner where your house is, you would run down the street, and everybody stay there and watch you until you get into your house. And then we keep going until the pack gets smaller and smaller. And the fucked up thing, whoever stayed the furthest away, them the last motherfuckers, they got to go home by themselves. But the people that stay kind of close to the school, we was cool. We was cool because there was so many motherfuckers, you know. But see, kids today, they don't do that. And you mark my word, people, they're gonna stop schooling because now it's going to have to be did on the computers. You mark my word, I'll give it about 10 more years. Schooling is finna be out. Go ahead.
Okay, shit. So that
and then if it happened, I'm right, so anybody that gets rich behind that, give me 5% of your earnings. Okay, go ahead. No, that's real talk. No, if they rich, they ain't gonna give a fuck. But remember, you heard it here. Schooling is gonna go up. Okay. Real talk.
Okay, so we about money. We about to try to teach some knowledge and stuff, man. But it need help. Foundations. So the foundation will help. But you know what I'm saying? We about to teach people knowledge, different things and shit.
Yeah, nah, I feel it. Shit.
And help my boy. He trying to get his podcast pumped up. If we talking about some weak crap, get at us, and you know we'll figure out some decent stuff to talk about. You know.
Yeah.
Peace out to my brother 19 Keys. We talk about that type of stuff too. Go ahead.
Okay, for sure. Yeah. Nah, we gonna come back to it, man, for sure. This was just, you know, a little rough draft, a little chop up. You feel me? We'll come back next time. We'll have the questions already set up and shit like that, and we'll see what clips we want to react to and certain things like that. The last thing I'll probably say is, so you did know about the whole Shaq though, the Shaq, Big U extorting Shaq though.
I know about that, but
I don't know about that shit.
Nah.
Hey, but you know, I heard
a lot of motherfuckers. I heard.
Hey, they finally caught the dude who really killed Tupac. Who was that?
Oh, you talking about Keefe D? It's
yeah,
not,
that's his
nah, he's not the real one that killed Tupac. It was his nephew, but he's the only one alive in the case, so that's why they're trying him.
You know, I think Jesus killed. No, I'm just talking. I'm just clowning you people out there.
You don't want to lie. Yeah, they know about the case. Yeah.
Hey, no, I was looking on my phone and they showing this older dude that looks just like Tupac, and they saying that's Tupac over in another country.
Yeah, I see that too.
Don't record that. You seen that? Yeah, you can see. You seen it?
What?
It's on your phone. I just here tell you. I just seen it on there. It's an older dude. It looks like Tupac older. It looks like it do look, but it probably ain't him or it could be him. I don't fucking know. I don't give a fuck. It could be him. It looks like an older Tupac. Because if he was alive today, he would be a little bit younger than me.
We'll do this one, then we'll be out of here. It's gonna be controversial. Keep talking about
Hey, now, he ain't made no music in a long time, but you know who I would like to see what's up with him? He done moved in all kind of DJ Quick. He done moved in all kind of shit.
I met DJ Quick before though.
He's a real motherfucker.
Yeah, the homie met him too. The homie met him.
And I done heard all kind of shit.
The homie met him at a bar. He said he was chill.
I would like to meet that nigga, man.
I with his sister and all them.
And you know who else I'd like to meet? I'd like to meet Rihanna.
Okay. Tadashan and
they them the DJ Quick people.
No,
hey, on one of his songs, he says the street I used to kick it on. He said, one day I was chilling on the Rambian Spruce. Nigga, I used to live in them apartments right there behind Davis Junior High on the Rambian Spruce.
Hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop it. Now we're gonna run over here to No Jumper, and his title, Whack on That Shack, was getting extorted by Big U. I don't think that Big U was extorting. Y'all know who Shaq is, man. That Shaq Diesel. I don't think that would happen. I don't think nobody pushing up on Shaq, bullying Shaq.
Yeah, even though he's a square, Shaq probably can get in. Hey, Will Smith
is
a weirdo.
And then he wanted more.
That's what it was.
Yeah. I know things about the nigga.
Hey, Will Smith is a weird motherfucker. He probably a fag. You know? I heard he got hands. And I heard Martin Lawrence really got hands. With his weird fat.
Is it true that Shaq was getting pressed by Big
U? Yeah,
no,
big motherfucker probably kick
no.
What
though?
No, that's cat.
That motherfucker 7'3". You think you tall, nigga? He's tall to you.
From the beginning, back when people didn't even know the hell Big U was, they wouldn't even let him in nothing.
You shorter than him
right now. Say, hey.
You know,
he was left outside.
You smaller than that to Shaq.
And you had to come outside and get him because nobody let him in.
Who is that?
Okay. Now, I get it. You know what I'm saying? He probably was trying to come up in the game. He finally made his way somewhat in the game. Now, man, we all want them friends. We all need them friends. Hey, homie, I'm stuck outside. I can't get in the club. We all done did it. I done did it. I done seen some of the best do it.
His name's KD.
That's the good part about having good friends. And if you call yourself a real one, that's what real one's supposed to do. Hey, man, I'm outside with the homies, man. Get us in. I done got a few dudes in that was, you know, shot callers from over here, shot callers from over there when I done been in position, and I didn't, hey, man, let them in, let them come in, man. It go like that sometimes. And if you're a real one and you call yourself a real dude, you supposed to do just that, man. Let your homies in the party, man.
Batista.
And he gonna tell you, big. So like y'all gotta understand, we fucking gay dude. Like I think y'all don't get it because by the time you guys knew who he was, you know he was.
I'm not realizing y'all. Ray J called me fat. Now, you like to
why he was in there, nigga, you had his big some crazy.
Now you look good. You look good, baby. You don't get it wrong. You look good. You look good. Real.
You know we can
nice. But if you know that jacket, if you eat one more almond or something, that jacket gonna fly off your ass in the back of your jeans where your asshole is at is gonna rip straight open. Come on now.
Be going up like that. Then they
did he call me fat?
He
called both of us fat.
Watch this.
I always
they get up when they get ready to walk out and call you fat.
Oh,
hey, Box.
Nigga, you heard about Bush?
Yo.
You heard about Bush Vincent and Fire?
Yo, let me ask you a question from the beginning, right? Because
no,
I'm telling people
bitch come up there and
where a lot of relationships come from. Who was left outside?
You ain't heard a motherfucker doing runs, go pick up the weed
and you had to come get him because didn't nobody know who he was.
And Bush visits, you got a cell phone, like, baby.
I hit you back.
Meet me up there.
You gotta understand, my nigga, we already was who we was. See, y'all not.
Now, of course, yeah, y'all, you know, we already know Bob's got that paper. I don't know what he got now, but he had that paper, and we all know that he was tied in, you know what I'm saying, with, you know, Shaq and all on the internet. So, of course, they gonna be in the building, but we not gonna make it seem like Big U just wasn't that guy out here. He was that guy. Whatever he did later on or whatever transpired between everybody, he was that guy, but just probably not in that league. We talking about Shaquille O'Neal, man. That's man, come on, man. Don't get no better than that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we gonna get back to this content.
Not getting it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Y'all see, and that's why when I tell y'all, we look at that different because we help. For instance, this is real shit.
Hey, yeah, that
You
dude
understand
that I was talking about way over there. When I was at y'all house
doing
over
great.
there.
And you
Yeah,
got
I wasn't trying to
more
say
growing
nothing, but
that you're going
dude,
to
yeah,
push.
that's floss.
You look up and let's
that
say
dude called himself
you Joe
Crip
Rogan.
Mac, what do you call himself?
How was Adam gonna always see you?
Five something
That's
Hoover.
Flocka.
And the way that he got all these tattoos
Because
and
I
shit
was
he was
his little
saying, I
homie
was like,
first.
dude,
And when you came through the door,
you
didn't have
you talking
shit.
about
He
Crip
knew
Mac?
it, and he gave.
Yeah, he ain't no general type nigga that I never ever heard of unless he just came about like the last 10 years.
He's only been around for the last 10 years, but that's the homie. Yeah, he's locked up right now.
Cause like the G niggas I
He's
know
from
from
5'5"
Hoover,
Crip.
the G niggas, well, a lot of them is
From
dead
neighborhood?
now. Like
from 5'5".
No, like Baby Devil from 107.
He's kind of younger though, right?
Monster from 107.
I'm gonna make sure you
Daddy
know.
Hoover from 107.
I interviewed him.
I used to fuck with Lady Devil from 74.
Talking about him?
That's when they was Crips. Who? Yeah, him.
Yeah,
I don't know of that dude. I mean, I don't know if he's real or not. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
he's cool. He's a genuine person. I interviewed him and shit.
You know who talks some shit I know about, but he's a youngster too. But he talks some G shit. Joe Moses. Cause FHN, that's a G clip. That's Fruittown Brims, Harvard Park Brims, and Van Ness Gangsters. They all hooked up and they was going around shooting the Crips. And, hey, the hardest Crips in LA was right there by him. And Van Ness just fuck with people, homie. I remember we had to go get a nigga auntie. They was holding a hostage over there, nigga. And she's from Schoolyard, and she owed them niggas a gang of money.
Okay,
They
Dracula. You know Dracula from Schoolyard? Big Dracula.
Yeah. I was in the county. He looked just like Snoop Dogg, huh?
Yeah.
I was in the county jail with him. He know me good, Drac, but he's a lot younger than me.
Yeah, Big Dracula.
He was hanging around in downtown LA and shit and stuff. I know Drac.
Yeah, I don't think I'm the
But I know the G of Schoolyards, and that nigga's like Peanut and I think Sasquatch. No, Sasquatch don't rest in peace. His sister was a G broad from over there in Drake. She rest in peace though. But Sasquatch was like 7 feet. No, from Schoolyard. He was like 7 feet. He's like a general from over there. And Peanut was his little brother, but Peanut wasn't right. Peanut got shot like 9 times like Monster. And his legs was all fucked up. He walked like from Peanut?
No, from A-Trey.
Who?
I told him
Hey, they clicked up with Schoolyard.
Big
A-Trey.
Dracula that passed away. Big Dracula is still alive.
Hey, A-Trey is clicked up with Schoolyard. They both don't like 60. Lock the door. Who was that? He looked familiar.
It was a bunch of old dudes. They was kind of like playing out.
Nah, he's from Schoolyard.
The blood thing on that
I look
side
like I
down
seen
the
that
new
dude
hoods
before.
with the
Because
feet
I
on,
know
all
G
them old
niggas from
set stuff.
Schoolyard.
You
I
know
know
what
that
I'm
nigga
saying?
C-Dog that got killed by the 60s.
They was there.
He the
you know,
first
but
one I knew.
We don't
I knew him
have
before he got all
nobody
smoked out.
from
He
our
got
hood
smoked out
that ever was a
because he had a bitch that stayed
Actually, we
in
only
Lakeview
have
Terrace.
one homie that
She
actually
used to come
was.
out there all the time.
Huh? But like I said, they wasn't no bloods.
I seen that dude
It was just
before.
regular.
And I bet you if he
They
seen me,
died
I bet
out
you
when the hood
recognize
came
me.
out.
All right, and then hold on.
I bet you know my sister too. But I knew nigga Big Blue was a G Schoolyard, stay right next door from me. Had SYC on his back arm.
Cartoon from Fire Travel.
Cartoon. Fire. No, I remember when that shit used to be called A-Line over there on 116th. That's where the shit started. But I know the Avalon Gardens. And yeah, I know Brody from 9 something else. 9 something Avalon. Bodie's a G. I was in fire camp with him. I know
tight, you know,
Doc
we
Rock,
both,
rest
we
in
was
peace
both
for Folk
Avalon. You know,
Trav.
we had Folk Traveline.
No, I just said because
Broadway. We weren't at war
You
with
from
them.
Folk Traveling?
No, Five.
I never heard of Folk Traveling.
Trying to keep it like
So his
that.
name's Cartoon 53 though, but he's from Fort Troy.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Then, you know,
The only Fire Trail I ever heard of was FTV.
Yeah,
I ain't heard about them in years. I think they turned into something else. Huh? What you talking about?
We finna end it right now.
Okay, yeah, I'm watching this shit. I'm just loading.
Sure not. You think you
Hope that podcast helps a little bit though.
This is him right here.
Who is that?
This is Cartoon 53 from Fort Troy.
How old is dog?
Like shit, in his 50s.
See, no, but you gotta know. I know some of them dudes. The ones over there from like South Park, like Bogart Capone and all them niggas. But like,
yeah,
that harder like in East Compton, and like I didn't really have any too many run-ins with them dudes and shit. But nothing.